Hey, this is Carl, and I want to talk today about a cool new thing I discovered on YouTube that you should be doing if you're making YouTube videos. Recently, YouTube added something they call chapters, which are super easy to create. And let me combine that with the other thing I'm doing, which is subtitles. So I kind of poked around, asked a few people, and the the consensus was that subtitles are awesome because a lot of people don't want to turn the sound up, or sometimes they don't understand everything I say, which seems really weird. But also, people want to be able to watch videos anytime, anywhere, and they don't want to necessarily have the sound going on and off as they scroll through the internet and whatever. Lots of good reasons to do subtitles. So I found a company called Rev, R-E-V.com, and I have no connection with them, and I don't get anything for plugging them. But for about $1.25 per minute, they create subtitles that appear here. And if you just click the CC on YouTube, then those subtitles appear. And they do things such as describe music in addition to the text of what people are saying. Now, just a side note, if you want to do old videos, one of the things that I did was to look at the most popular videos on my channel, and I went back and added subtitles to those. I didn't want to do all of the 650 or so videos that I've got public on YouTube. So I did want to limit it, but what I discovered is that when you do lots of videos, lots of minutes, eventually there's a break point and the price actually gets cheaper. So it's not too bad at all. But, you know, at $1.25, basically, a 10-minute video is going to cost you $12.50, right? US dollars. But it gets better. Wait, there's more. So when you get the videos, you give them a link to your YouTube. They log in as you and post the subtitles to your video. That's all happens as part of the 125. But you also get a text file that is an SRT file, basically. That is the subtitles with the timestamps in it. And that's where you can easily create chapters. So chapters, to add chapters to your video, super easy. And I'll just do a screenshot here so you can see. You basically put in 00:00, so that's starting at minute and second 0, and you give it a title, which I tend to just give it the title of the video or the main topic of the video. And then you put in the next timestamp, and it will create a chapter there. And then you can create as many chapters as you want. They need to be at least 10 seconds each. And, you know, there are a few limitations, but not very many. I think you want your chapter titles to be as small as you can get them, because as you'll see, again, if you just look down below at the video that you're watching, when you see that little notch mark on the video, if you put your mouse over that, the title is going to appear. And if it's too long, if it's a super long sentence, then it's going to scroll off the screen or just not look good. So short is good. You also have to decide how many chapters you want to have. And I think chapters should be at least a minute, if not a minute and a half. So generally speaking, I will look and see if I have obvious divisions. If I'm going to talk about 4 things in the video, then I'll have 4 chapters. But if I'm going to just sort of ramble, as I frequently do, then I'm going to have maybe a chapter every minute, minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes. If I have a longer section, that's totally okay too. Now, if you look down at the video and you see there's a little caret, a sideways chevron next to the title of the chapter, if you click that, then over on the right side of the screen, a list of chapters with thumbnails is going to appear. The thumbnails don't appear immediately. It takes a little while for Google to index them, but that's where the juicy goodness comes in, because those thumbnails with the title, the chapter titles that you gave them, now become part of the searchable, indexed part of how Google looks at your YouTube channel. So theoretically, you could get a lot more views if you have good subtitles and good timestamps in your description. And all you have to do is literally put this timestamp discussion down, and if you expand the show more in the description of this video, you'll see it's just timestamp the beginning of each chapter and then a short title. And when you do that, YouTube automatically creates the chapters, automatically puts those hash marks at the bottom of the video, and automatically makes those a linkable part of the description of your video. So it's super, super easy. Now, if you take the file from Rev, it's got timestamps of where those subtitles have to appear. So you can use that as a place to start, basically start at 00 and then sort of scroll down till you're at least a minute or a minute and a half in, and then keep your eye out for what's the next good place to do a break. Point to that timestamp and then create a new chapter from there. So it literally, after you do it a couple of times, it doesn't take 3 minutes to put chapters into your videos if you've done the subtitles through Rev, and I assume there are other services that compete with Rev, and they provide an SRT file that has exactly the same format. So tune up your YouTube and make sure that you are doing everything you can to make your videos accessible to people who are hearing impaired, but also available to all those people who just choose to turn off their sound. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palchuk wishing you the best of luck in your business.